My name is Rodney Lucas. I am a documentary filmmaker, born on the south side of Chicago, and now live in New York City. I was probably 6 or 7 years old when I realized I had this sense of creative energy. I mean, the Z8 to me is perfect for a filmmaker like myself. Because it's so small, because it's so agile, yet so powerful and do so much, that it becomes part of me as a person. It becomes part of how I move and how I flow. But my art is known for being intimate. My art is known for being emotional, being in your face. And for once, this camera in particular, for the first time, allowed me to be able to operate with a sense of lightness and a sense of freedom that my talent responded to right away.
My name is Gary Long. I'm a cinematographer. I met Rodney a few years ago. He's a director, I'm a DP. We work together. The Nikon Z8 is great because it's such a small, great form factor camera. Everything I need in a small box that I can just move around, and there's no limitations there. So shooting PRORES 422 it's a brilliant codec. It's very high quality, but the N-Log color science perfectly captures the range from the sky all the way down to the shadows, which is very helpful for a shoot like yesterday where we had a lot of moving clouds, bright sun, but it perfectly captures the gradient of the sky, which is great.
The minimal setup of this camera, it makes for a calmer production. It makes for, I think, a more satisfying experience. I think this camera, paired with the gimbal, allowed me to tell my story through angles and perspectives that I've never told it before. The 360 rolls on the gimbal that we captured yesterday was pretty dope because that gave me a dynamic way of adding transitions throughout the fabric of my cinema. You know, normally I have someone pull in focus or racking. And what this camera did for me with the autofocus aspect of it in real time is it allowed me to not have to think about that. And it served as almost like a teammate basically within that process. It allows me the freedom to really be in the moment as a filmmaker. I think the Z8 challenges filmmakers. And I think the Z8 really puts the power back into the hands of the independent filmmaker. Because I can trust the fact the autofocus is on point, can trust the fact that the images were beautiful. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a storyteller, great. Here's a camera that's built for you. Now go out there and perform. Just go out there and be you. And the Z8 will help you with that process and have your back throughout it.
Ready, action.